Hey, Tara, want to start some 20 rapid fire questions?
Only 20?
I know, we were going to do 40, but we're keeping it to 20.
All right, let's do 20.
Okay,
Just watch
you ready?
that curve. Yeah.
What's the most adventurous thing you've ever done?
Ooh, the most adventurous thing I've ever done, believe it or not, is bungee jumping. I was in college though.
You were? And where did you bungee jump?
I was in Jamaica.
You were?
By the way, over a pool. Pretty sure it wasn't the safest thing that I ever did, but yes.
And how old were you?
19?
And would you do it again?
I would not. And I definitely wouldn't do it that way.
Right.
Nope.
All right, if you have a superpower, what would it be?
If I could have a superpower,
Yep.
what would it be?
Yes.
I think being able to tell the future.
Yeah?
Yeah, for sure.
The future about what?
The future just about like those that I love, things going on, things to avoid, that kind of stuff.
All right, here's a great one.
Okay.
What's your favorite childhood memory?
My favorite childhood memory. Okay, one Christmas, my sister and I got the very first ever computer. And like my dad worked at Montgomery Ward, and so he had access to getting like the latest and greatest technology. And I remember getting it. I don't remember what it was called. I don't think it was called Atari, but I just remember it was really cool. By the way, we've come so far in technology, I can't even discuss it.
I mean, just a little bit.
Right.
All right, my favorite question, stranded on a desert island. 3 things. You have to have them with you. What
3
are they?
things on my husband, unlimited food, and unlimited drinks.
Oh, okay, well, I'm coming with you.
You're allowed. You're the 4th
Oh,
thing.
the 4th. What's the most embarrassing thing that ever happened to you? Oh, wait for this
embarrassing.
answer. I can't wait.
I actually don't know. The most embarrassing thing. Nothing comes to mind, honestly. So maybe it's about to happen.
Maybe it's about to happen in a few minutes.
Maybe.
All right.
Yes.
Oh, love this one. If you could meet any historical figure, who would it be and why?
Any historical... Oh, okay. So I have 2. Amelia Earhart. I have been reading books about her. At least 1920. I think she was like 21 or 24
Okay.
when she started setting all these aviation records. I mean, think about the 20s and women in general. And you had Amelia Earhart setting all these records and like taking to flight. Like, love that.
Yeah.
And then I don't know if it's super historical, but I'm in the process of reading Spare. Listening to it, by the way, on Audible. Amazing. And so I would want to meet Princess Diana. I don't know if that necessarily considers historical, but
Yes. Okay.
yes.
What's the one thing you've always wanted to try but haven't had the chance yet?
If I always, believe it or not, jumping out of an airplane.
I thought the bungee jumping was out.
Bungee jumping's out that way, but I would jump out of an airplane.
Okay.
I feel like I need to do the tandem thing though. Like I can't just go by myself.
Oh, you're bringing it?
No,
Exactly.
definitely not bringing the hubs.
Amy.
Maybe Amy. Amy would jump out of a
I
plane
think
with
she
me.
would with you.
I think she would. You're
I
right.
think she would too.
Yeah.
All right. Your biggest pet peeve.
Passive aggressive things. Just careful. Tell me what it is and I will make it happen.
Okay.
It's the wishy-washy, like a roundabout kind of way of getting to the point.
How about being late?
I hate.
See.
See, that's not a pet peeve. That is like, I can't be late, and I have very little patience for people who are late.
I think I knew that. If you could travel anywhere in the world, where would you go and why?
I would go to Bali, and because it looks beautiful.
Yeah.
I just don't think I could handle the plane ride. Oof, that's far.
We could take lots of stopovers. I'm coming. We
Oh.
could take lots of stopovers,
Lisa's piloting the plane. This is perfect.
And we're jumping out in Bali.
Perfect. Hey, done and done. Dream.
All right. What's your favorite book or movie and why?
So my favorite book recently, and I have to say it might be my ultimate favorite, is The Nightingale by Kristen Hanna. It's based on true stories, and it's about the women. You want to go this way, Lisa? It's about the women in war. And it's around World War II, and it is a phenomenal story about 2 sisters, and it's based on a true story, which is even more amazing. And then my favorite movie is, of course, Tommy Boy.
Oh.
Will forever be my most favorite movie. It makes me giggle and laugh every time.
All right. Love this. If you could have dinner with any celeb, who would it be and why?
Gosh, I'm not really celeb crazy. I'm not. I don't know. Who would you do it with, Lisa?
George Clooney.
Oh, of course you would. Sorry, I
Hello?
don't even know. And we don't even need to say why. We do not need to say why. Well, if we're going to say that, then maybe I would throw like Ryan Reynolds and Blake Lively onto the screen. I actually would love to talk to Ryan Reynolds because he's a phenomenal business person.
Yes.
So it would be really interesting to pick his brain because he's phenomenal.
Yeah. His wife's not too shabby.
No, I mean, I know.
Uh-huh. What's the one thing you would change about the world if you had the power to do so?
I would ask for everybody to just be kinder and just understand that everybody is always dealing with things we may never see. And everybody is, by the way. And so before we jump to conclusions and before we say this person is this because of that, I really would just ask that we just be kinder and more tolerant of one another.
I love that.
That's true.
All right. Who has been the most influential person in your life and why?
So the most influential person, besides my parents, of course, which would be like, because they've sculpted me and created me for my whole life, I would actually say that my husband, Ed, because I knew him when I was 13 years old, and he's played so many different roles in my life, from boss to mentor to friend to then husband. And so I've known him for a really, really long time. And he's also helped shape who I am.
I love that. Okay, really switching gears. What's your biggest fear?
Spiders. You guys,
The flying ones that are now in the Northeast?
it doesn't matter if it's a tiny spider or a tarantula. I don't like it. I don't like them. They freak me out.
I actually
Yeah.
agree with that.
Yeah.
All right, if you could go back in time and change one thing, what would it be and why?
I would make my dad still here. So I would go back and change. It's been 14 years since I lost him. I would go back in time and change his outcome. What do you think of that?
Yes.
Yeah. Yeah.
Yep.
Want to sit in
Oh,
here?
come on, let's sit.
Yeah, let's sit. It's so beautiful in here.
It is so
Come
beautiful.
on. Come in.
Come on into Tara's gazebo.
Yeah. Sure. Or the development
Or the
gazebo.
development gazebo.
Either way.
Oh, it's nice and shady
It's
in
beautiful
here.
in here.
All right. What's your guilty pleasure?
S'mores. S'mores of any kind. I love marshmallow and chocolate and graham crackers.
You do.
S'mores are my guilty pleasure.
Okay. If you could have any talent or skill, what would it be and why?
I'd want to sing. I want to be a performer. I would love to be up on stage and be able to like belt it out like Kelly Clarkson.
Wouldn't that be amazing?
It would be amazing.
What a talent.
Yeah. Sure. In my mind, I think I can. You know, when I'm in the shower, but it's really not true. It's not true.
We all have those,
We all have those moments.
those moments.
Yeah.
We do. All right, what's the best piece of advice you ever received?
The best piece of advice I ever received was to always tell the truth. No matter how scared I was, no matter how disappointed I thought someone was going to be, that if working from the truth, we could always figure out the end result.
Who taught you that?
My mother and my father were always like, there is nothing we can't figure out as a family as long as you're honest with us. And that has been since day one.
It's great advice, isn't
Yeah,
it?
they know where all the bodies are buried. Kidding. There's no bodies.
I mean, just a few women. What's your favorite way to relax and unwind, other than sitting like right here in the
I gotta tell
in
you,
the development
I'm
gazebo?
pretty relaxed. I'm not gonna lie. I like to go to the beach, and I love to read. And if I can't get to the beach and read, I really love yoga. That is a great way for me to relax and unwind.
Nice.
And a glass of wine or champagne never hurt either. Just saying.
Ever.
Ever.
Said anyone
Never,
ever.
ever, ever, ever.
20th question.
Ooh, 20 already.
If
Okay.
you could have a conversation with your future self,
Yes.
what advice would you ask for?
What advice would I ask of my future self?
Yes. It's not an easy question, is it?
I don't understand it.
Well, like you're okay. The person that you want to be, your
Yep.
future self.
So let's say
right?
my 75-year-old self.
Yes.
Yes.
And you're asking a question right now.
My 50-year-old self.
Correct.
What advice would I give?
Yes.
Or what advice would I ask for?
Mm-hmm.
I think I would ask for, what are your beauty tips? Because you look beautiful at 75.
Age of possibility.
I mean, age of possibility. You're beautiful at any age. Yeah, I think I would ask just about, am I on the right track? Can I just keep going the way that I'm going? Can I just keep doing the same thing and get the same results? That's what I would ask.
Hey, they were fun.
Super
20
fun questions. Yeah,
All right,
great questions. You're next.
I'm next. And by the way, wait till we give you the next 20. They're going to be harder.
Can't wait.
All right. Thanks, Tara.
Bye, guys.